Hi, it's Vicki Hyman. I'm here at NJ.com talking with Bobby Olivier, our music critic, as we always do, to discuss American Idol. And finally, the American Idol
The board is
done.
complete.
The board is complete. We have a little
Yes.
star over Nick Fradiani, who won last night, despite the fact that Bobby said that all signs point to Clark Beckham. What was up with that, Bobby?
I did say that, and all signs did point to Clark Beckham. Our NJ.com reader poll, like 6,000 voters said that Clark was going to win. Well, a higher percentage of them said, and Vegas odds had him as the favorite. I mean, he had been the favorite all season, and just in past years, it was that the stronger singer, even if an underdog kind of comes along, most of the times the stronger singer ends up winning in the end. That people just vote one more time to make the best singer the winner, and Clark was the best singer this year.
Someone asked, like, what happens now for the winner? What's next?
What's next is and Scott Borchetta, their mentor and the owner of Big Machine Records, who the winner is signed to immediately. He was talking about that last night, and they begin a crazy whirlwind of press, and they start recording their new album almost immediately. But
do they have to do that Coronation song?
Yeah, I mean that's the single. I mean that single is on. Both of their singles are on iTunes right now. I'm not sure how that works for the second place. Like who gets that money? Probably not. Probably not Clark. But then Nick is also going on the American Idol tour.
How many people are on the tour this year? It used
5.
to be 10. This year it's only 5.
It's
Why
only
is that?
5.
Because nobody cares?
Yeah, I think it's just the fact of them doing a smaller show so they can book smaller venues.
So doing arenas. What are they doing in New Jersey?
They are doing Mayo in Morristown, the Performing Arts Center. They're doing, which is July 22nd, I think. And then August 1st and 2nd, they're doing Caesars in Atlantic City and Count Basie in Red Bank.
Oh, no Izod Center.
No Izod Center. No Boardwalk Hall. No really big arenas.
Okay. All the performers last night were paired up with their musical idols or whoever they could get.
Yeah.
So who
yeah,
did Jax? Who did our girl Jax sing with?
East Brunswick teen Jax sang with Steven Tyler, former judge and Aerosmith legend. And it was after he has a new like country-ish single out, like a solo song. And he sang that, and then it transitioned into "Piece of My Heart" by Janis Joplin, which she had done before, and I'm sure he knew anyway. So it was probably like an easy thing to just put it together. And Jax didn't do a whole lot of singing; she was just doing like the "take it, break it" parts. And Steven Tyler did pretty much the rest of it. But that felt like more of like an organic performance compared to some of the other ones. Like,
was any standout really bad ones?
None that were really bad. It was just a lot that just seemed really, really fake. Just that were
lip
synced. And when Jennifer Lopez performed twice with Pitbull, like that just seemed really lip synced. When Chris Brown did his new song with that's with Pitbull too. Pitbull was all over the place. That just seemed, it was so lip synced. And it's kind of an insult to the show where it's like a live singing competition. Then you have all the professionals come out and they're like, yeah, we're too cool. Like we're already famous, so we're just gonna lip sync.
Okay, well let's just wrap it up with one last question about Nick Fradiani and where he ranks amongst the pageant of American Idol winners.
In the annals of American Idol. Well, first off, he is the first Northeastern person to ever win. I've realized that after sort of the dust settled that I was like, oh, we finally got somebody. We finally got
Rhode
one.
Island?
No, Connecticut. Guilford, Connecticut. And as far as ability, I mean, not to be mean, but I mean he's definitely in like the bottom half of Idol winners as far as just vocal talent and range. Probably in like the bottom quarter. I mean, just because
who would be down there with him for people who haven't been watching so much
I think
this season?
I think Lee DeWise would probably be down there. It's tough because a lot of the other ones, their vocal ability was really, really strong. Like Scotty McCreery was a great singer. He was just a very specific style of country. So it's hard to really compare everybody, but just for like power and like someone who could really fill an arena with sound, I think he's probably one of the lesser people. And if anybody disagrees with me, tough.
What's the opposite of hearts on Periscope?
Yeah, I don't know. Upside down hearts.
Okay, well, another season gone. One more season to go in American
Yes.
Idol because
Yep.
it is canceled, folks.
Yes.
But we will be back next week to discuss The Voice, which is still going strong.
Yes.
And has, I can't say has a really strong 4 people go. It's got a strong 2.5 going into the finals.
It's in the middle. I mean, there's been some up and down seasons where, like, the talent is always really, really strong, like, as far as his vocal ability, but it's always sort of like who's compelling and who isn't. I think this is somewhere in the middle. There's been better years and there's been worse years.
Okay.
So.
Well, with that rave review, we're going to sign off for today, and I hope you enjoyed watching our American Idol discussion, and come back next week for The Voice. Thanks a lot.